Hey guys, welcome back to the ESWC coverage for Shootmania. We're back.
Hello. We're just getting into Mysterious Monkeys versus Grow Up Gaming. This is going to be a pretty important match for both of these teams. Finished the introduction. I am Zechs. I'm with the lovely, handsome, good-looking Xeiom. We're both from Team Paragon, and representing the ESWC, bringing you the English cast. This is the best cast, obviously, because any English-speaking guys can understand it, so always a plus. So Monkeys versus Grow Up Gaming. This is going to be a pretty interesting match for both of them because they're both actually down 2-0 in the group stages right now. So Lemon Dogs and AAA have both beaten them with convincing 2-0 victories, and so both of these teams really want to fight for third place right now. So what do you predict from this outcome, Xeiom?
Well, as we've seen, we've saw Grow Up Gaming go to 0-2 against their previous match, and we know that Monkeys have also gone 0-2 in a few of their matches. So these guys are going to be really excited to try and get this win here.
Because if nothing, it's for pride, isn't it?
Yeah,
you don't want to go to Paris and go 3-0 that against you. That would be the worst feeling in the world. You'd probably uninstall the game, uninstall life right there. That's what I would do. I don't know about you, Sai.
Yeah, so we've obviously there's going to be a lot of tension in this game. I'm not sure whether or not these guys have actually played before with each other, sort of like off the circuit, and whether or not they know each other's strengths or weaknesses. But we know Grow Up Gaming's quite established as a game, sort of as a gaming team. They've got a lot of teams in other games, not just Shootmania. So,
I think Monkeys are quite big as well, so this could go either way. Just an update as well, right now there is the live match between AAA and Lemon Dogs, and Lemon Dogs are up 4-2. So you can check out the other stream if you want to watch that. Unfortunately, we can't cover both, and we figured there's going to be plenty of Lemon Dogs to watch and AAA in the coming matches in the bracket round. So we thought we'd definitely be worth checking out the best that Germany and Portugal have to offer in this match between Monkeys and Grow Up Gaming. So as you can see, we're just in the warm-up, waiting for them to ready. Looks like we're just waiting for one or two of the Grow Up Gaming guys, so do excuse the wait, and hopefully we'll bring you some action shortly.
See, Hydro's back there. So Hydro saying have fun. So it looks like everybody's hopefully starting now. Just got Tomahawk trying to ask whether or not they can start. So it looks like we're going to go into the match now. Hydro complaining about having French keyboards there. So.
I suppose if WASD keys don't read exactly the same, he might accidentally run backwards or something. That could totally happen.
I'm not really sure what the difference is.
I'm
not really sure what the difference is with the French keyboard. That's where we're on the English stream, because we don't know what the French keyboards look like.
We're not meant to know that. That's not our job.
Those are meant to be secrets. So
Grow Up Gaming are leading off this attack round. Spect making his way, hailing all the way from the incredible Republic of Japan, and
I don't think
he's from Japan. I'm pretty sure he's actually from Portugal, but his flag says Japan, so we'll see. So slight bit of lag there, so I hope that doesn't affect the game too much. So right now he's just trying to get some rotations, trying to unlock the secret to taking down a Monkeys player. Once he's got one player down, the game becomes so much easier. You can just open up, and there it is, a great shot on Gyatna, hiding behind that wall. Pixel frag, I would say that was really narrow, and he picked his timing perfectly to pull the trigger there. Then there was a bit of lag, and unfortunately he somehow lost all 3 armors in that 1 second slot. So I don't know if that was my lag or if it was on their side. I don't see any complaints.
We're also experiencing it on the stream.
Yeah,
but these guys are. I believe these guys are local, whereas we're actually streaming from. Not the event. So any latency,
I'm hoping it doesn't impact.
We apologise for any latency. I'm sure these players will complain if there's lag. And I'm sure they'll complain if there isn't lag as well. If it's the losing team complaining, we'll just ignore it. If the winning team starts complaining, we might have to might have to suspend the match temporarily. You see a lot
So-
of fire coming in on him, all angles.
Yeah.
It's just trying to
Pain is
pick up.
under a lot of pressure and then a lot of lag as well. He's floating in midair and he's just disappeared. I'm sorry, he was on full armor and then he was on 0 armor. So the score is 1-1, and apparently Spect got all 3 of those defensive rockets, which is a pretty nice show by him so far. So Tomahawk now is making his way up. Oh, sorry about the lag. I couldn't see that he was moving just yet.
It worked fine on mine, so it must be temperamental for each of us. We saw Tomahawk in the last match versus who were they versus in the last match? Oh, that was a lovely long shot there, 73 meter shot there.
Wow.
So he's managed to pick off that high person. He's the one. He's taken off the vantage point. So the team's now got a lot less eyes.
Oh,
and
that
he's taken
shot
a lovely shot
Gatner.
on Gatner just before he got behind that defense. So
4
now,
centimeters, what can he do? He's on 2 armor right now. He has plenty of room to move, excuse me, because he only has 1 defender to worry about. Still on 2 armor, pretty good shape. If he can just get the pick, there it is. He takes out Pain, unfortunately, who found himself out in the open with his pants down. So Tomahawk leading the attack.
Yeah, you saw Pain back there. He knew 3 armor on that guy. He really needed to throw up some pressure. He really needed to run as close as he possibly could to the attacker, because fighting on that pole just wasn't going to work. These guys have had way too much experience fighting on poles to be able to defend. So I'm experiencing.
What was going to happen then? It was either he was going to get shot, or his alternative was to let the guy capture the pole. So he had to try and stop him. So he made the right call either way. So Shino making his way to the right-hand side, trying to get a pick up on, is it Tomahawk? Respect in the corner there, but doesn't manage quite to get him. Going to try and do a long shot on Tomahawk instead. 14 centimeter miss, not too bad at this range, but really wants that pick. They need to get an attack round on the board, otherwise Grow Up Gaming might take an early lead here. Oh, and he takes this first and second rocket from Tomahawk. Really great prediction. That's quite a long range shot there. And he picks up Idro though. 1 armor left, but 2 defenders, and he dodges a few rockets.
Shot that pole, didn't manage to hit a defender or even get a potential shot, because he was trying to follow and trace that defender and ultimately hit that pole. So it's an unfortunate feeling, and I know anybody here that plays Shootmania knows the feeling of hitting the pole instead of the player.
Yeah, absolutely. So a quick rundown of the rules, guys. There's 3 attackers and 3 defenders. The attackers go 1 by 1 as the defenders watch helplessly and have faith in their teammates. The objective is to take down all 3 defenders or capture the pole, which means standing on it for about 1.5 seconds. So, and the objective for the defenders is to stop the attacker, take him out, or stop him from capturing the pole. So it's very simple, very quick and easy to get into, and Idro has just taken the first hit from Pain. What can he do? He does an incredible rotation on Shino, picking him up behind that little block, doing a patience waiting shot there behind the pole. Doesn't manage to pick him up though. He's going to jump down towards Gadner, but Pain gets the hit on him again, so he's down to 1 armor with 2 defenders left to take out. He does need to step up a gear right now if he has any hopes of winning this. There it is, he takes out Gadner with a lovely headshot, but unfortunately Pain follows up with a rocket into the archway. Nice movements by Idro, nice plan, nice tactic going up there. Unfortunately, Pain had his number in that situation, Xeiom.
Yeah, I'm going to apologise again for the stream. Please be aware that this is on my end, connecting to the game servers in France, as we're not streaming. We're not streaming from the event locally, so that's why you're seeing these issues on the server. So,
whoa, monkeys win the turn. What just happened?
I don't know. I currently I've got too much latency, so I'm going to apologise again if
very sorry everyone.
So Zechs is also not at the event and therefore experiencing a different. He's actually seeing different things to me. He's able to comment on things that are happening and not necessarily being seen on the stream. So
the game just told me the round was over, and obviously it is not. And
so we were just
double hit there, and a final one from Idro as well. That was a quick put down. So Grow Up Gaming with the lead at the moment. Spect, who was one of the stronger attackers in the previous rounds, what can he do against the monkeys on Rust?
So we see a 2-point lead, but that doesn't really mean too much, because it's the attacking rounds that are important, and we see there's only 1 attacking round in it. So that means it's all to play for here. There's nobody in a we've got a clear advantage on Grow Up Gaming, but that can easily be taken back by simply one attack round.
Absolutely, and started by 1 fantastic defense like round like we just had. Pain with the 2 rockets taking the forward defensive position, and then Getner picking up the last one. And I forgot to mention as well, it's the first to 9 successful points. and it's tennis rules, so you have to win by 2 points. So it would be 9 to 7 is the minimum you could win by. If the enemy team got 8, then you'd have to win by 10, and so on and so forth. Payne looking to get the shot on, I think it's Idro behind that wall, didn't quite manage to pick him up. Trying again, 2 centimeter miss this time, he really wanted that shot. What can he do? Taking a wall jump, trying to get some rotation spec without revealing himself too much. That's such a difficult trade-off. You need to take the risks to make the shots. Unfortunately, you don't want to get hit in return, so all 3 shots there for Idro, and Payne is down. It is not looking too good for Monkeys. Can they pull this back?
So as I said, even though we're 2 points down here, there's still everything to play for in this match. We've got Tomahawk, who was got the only attacking round, is now attacking, so hopefully maybe he can give Grown Up Gaming that lead that they desperately want, because these guys, they didn't do too well in their last match. They really want to bring it back now, really want to prove to the community that they deserve to be in this tournament, and that Monkeys aren't going to get in their way.
Absolutely not. This is the ESWC after all, and he takes 2 shots already. One from, I think it was Getno, one from Shino, down to 1 armor, and he's in the middle of everyone. This isn't looking good. He needs to get out of this hole, and he manages to escape unscathed. He's still alive right here, skin of his teeth. He takes out Getno, who's hiding on the pole, but then he captures a rocket from Shino. Unfortunate there for Tomahawk, looking very strong on that attack, but couldn't quite pull the trigger and get the win. 4 to 5, Monkeys game. Monkeys game, I mean ball in Monkeys court. Shino now attacking for the Monkeys. And as you said, there is absolutely everything to play for. 2 successful attack rounds in a row could be done in 5 minutes, and Monkeys could be in the lead again. So
can Shino now pick up this attack round that Monkeys desperately needs to remain in the game? Because if they go through and they don't get attack rounds, then that'll be...
There's the first pick.
Excellent shot behind that wall, really just baiting that person out, getting those shots. Trying to make your people vulnerable by walking around, just making the defenders move, and then taking advantage of the fact that these defenders have to move. You see him trying another shot there. He was hoping that defender would come out, make himself vulnerable. He knew he only had a split second, so he had to...
It was worth a try. He gets one defender, he gets hit once though, and he captures the pole though, 100%. That is what was needed in that situation from Shino. He gets the attack round. The score is now 5-5. Game is on. Grow Up Gaming Idro suddenly is in a lot... he's got a lot more pressure on him right here. He wants this attack round now, otherwise his team will fall behind. Making his way through the middle arch here. And there is some rocket spam coming to meet him. These defenders are so good. They know exactly all the possible paths, but... So it looks like, is that Payne on the far right? I just need to quickly check. Yeah, it is Payne, who's backed up behind that wall now to stay safe. Idro having to try and rotate, and as you said, Simon, it's all about who blinks first. It's tempting the defenders or the attacker to make a mistake, and whichever one holds the nerve can't hold it long enough and takes the bait, like Payne just did, unfortunately, and then they are usually the ones who are out. So Payne is down, Shino is down, Idro is in a very good position here. 3 armors left and only 1 defender. He takes the shot though, Gapner gets 1 hit. What can he do?
Putting that pressure on. Idro
but can he get the capture?
Idro knew exactly what he needed to do there. He needed to go for that pole, and he just went for it. He didn't have to kill that player, he just had to capture, and he had plenty of armor to tank it while he was on that pole as well. So that was really good play by Idro.
Yeah, absolutely right. Yeah, Gärtner managed to take an armor down and then force him slightly off the pole. Unfortunately, in doing so, he used too many rockets up, and that meant Idro, who was still on 2 armor, was quite confident to just jump on the pole and tank a shot or 2, and he knew he'd still get the successful capture because it only takes 1.5 seconds. So, Gärtner now on the left-hand side, narrowly missing 11 centimeters on Spect, who pops out quite bravely there, but Tomahawk gets a rocket. These predictions from both of these players, very nice. I couldn't even see where that one came from.
You see Gärtner trying to do wall jumps to make sure that he's just a little bit more unpredictable.
That
but
was
then
unfortunate.
He got straight out into that center, into that open area. 3 players all able from different angles to all shoot at him, made himself very vulnerable for just a second, and that was all they needed. All the Monkeys needed to pick up that. Those Monkeys.
You're absolutely right. He tried for the rocket block, as you saw Spec doing 2 of them right there, and unfortunately he missed the rocket block, and that meant he got hit by a rocket and another one at the same time pretty much. So we'll see what Spec can do. He doesn't have an attack round yet. He's the only one on his team who doesn't. 5 to 7. If he wins this, they can be up 8 to 5, and then they only need 1 successful defending round. and they've won this map. So
we got Spec trying to get Shino there. I think Shino's really going to give his teammates information on the map. So if Shino's alive, they're excellent shots.
Gyatna pulling up the defense. Payne gets one. Spec takes him out, but then Gyatna with 2 more rockets, quite long range from behind the pole. This is exactly the defense that they need in that situation. They did not want to give that attack round up at all costs.
While they were going around on the Shano, you saw Payne was trying to rotate around to really put pressure and sort of capture the attacker and make sure that there wasn't anywhere for him to go. And we've seen Payne kill twice by doing that, but they did win that round as a result of Payne getting into that position.
Oh,
absolutely
Payne,
lovely shot then, lovely wall jump. He knew the enemy was going to be there, he knew exactly what he was doing there.
Oh, that was a close rotation as well, he almost got that. I think Payne's starting to feel a little bit more confident right now. He's just such a fast, aggressive movement style. He pops out and takes a shot before you even know he's done it, so if Payne wins this attack round again, they'll be evened up. Unfortunately, he misses that point blank shot. He takes that out one though and gets one more. Can he get the capture? 55% done, 2 armors left, and 100%. He successfully captures. Payne is in fine form right now, and he just got a pat on the back from both of his teammates. It is 7-7, Grow Up Gaming's turn to attack.
So there's a drastic turnaround where we're seeing all the players now picking up a few more attack rounds, whereas at the beginning it was quite conservative. We only had 1 attack round on Grow Up Gaming, and it didn't look like Monkeys was going to get an attack round, and now we've seen they've got 2, so really picked up the pace. Excellent double shot there.
Payne.
From Payne. I think we've made Payne angry. Payne was he's got killed twice by lasers when he was doing those rotations. How aggressive he's pushing out. And now he's just angry. He's coming for Grown Up Gaming. He's coming for Tomahawk. We see somebody jump on the laser pad now, so they're going to try to potentially catch him out. Enemy failed to defenders failed to get that laser shot, but there we go. Tomahawk just jumping up again, giving another vulnerable shot on the laser pad to Shano. So once they knew that guy was down to 1 armor, they knew jumping on that laser pad, not the worst call, because all you have to do is draw and you'll win because your teammates should still be alive. So excellent pressure from that laser pad.
Yeah, very nice. And nice by Payne, pushing out, doing the 2 damage, and then he tried to get a bit more, and I think he got a little bit greedy, but hey, it was still worth it. It gave Shino time to get on that laser pad, so Shino now going to charge up the left-hand side. Can he get this pick? No, he cannot, but the defender drops. He's in a slightly more vulnerable place, though he doesn't want to be this close to him without a laser to defend himself. Oh, this is dicey. Oh, right, okay, he's managed to do it without getting a rocket to the face. Going to rotate around the top ground there. He takes out Tomahawk, very nicely done. He's low on stamina, though. He needs to let his bar recharge slightly. Dropping down, and he doesn't manage to pick up Idro. And where is Spect? He's also by the pole. Okay, so he's going to try and do some wall jumps, get the nice little shots through. Unfortunately, nothing's connected yet, but what can he do? He takes 1 shot from Idro, though, down to 2 armor, 2 defenders left. He takes a second one from Idro, and a third one from Spect. So Shino, there was a +2 on the cards for a second there, but he didn't quite manage to pull the trigger, and yeah, defensive round.
We saw that Shino did some really nice plays. He got himself into a bad position. He made himself get out of it. He made a kill out of it. It looked like it was going to go really well for him, and then he just had those Grown Up Gaming. They just weren't going to let him get to that pole. They rotated their players around to defend that pole, and they made sure that that wasn't a free pole for him to just run to when he had full armor.
And they also didn't show his skin, so he couldn't pick up any of them please either. So Indra now, charging forward. I thought he was going to get that pick from a little millimeter there, but a nice little wall jump, getting on top, and he knows the players have rotated down, so he can take some height advantage, but the defenders know that, so they're already shooting rockets up to the high locations. So Shino getting the first pick. Idro down to 2 armor, no defenders down just yet. He's in an uphill battle here. He needs to pick someone up, and he misses that shot. This could be in trouble here.
Oh, there we go. The charge has gone in. Oh my, has he got into the... Oh, very close there.
93%. And Shino eliminates him. That was a clutch rocket if I've ever seen one, Xeiom. Wow. Well done, Shino.
That certainly could have been a game changer if they'd actually managed to pick up that losing battle there. 93%. If he just lasted half a second more, he easily would have got that capture on that pole. So
you need like 0.1 of a second more to do that one. Yeah, so yeah, that was awesome. But so Monkeys right now are leading 9-8 from that comeback. We told you it could change at any time, and it certainly has. If Gyatna wins this attack round, it's actually over the 9-point limit, and they will win this first map. So there's a lot of pressure on his shoulders. And if I know anyone who can do it, I know I always say it, but Gyatna certainly can. But Tomahawk getting the first rocket on him, not going to make it easy. A second one from Idro. Gyatna a lot looking the strongest, and there a third one from Idro as well. Wow.
So excellent defense there. We saw we've seen Tomahawk do really well defensively in the Paladin match previously.
Yes, we did.
And we've seen him get in the attack round this time. So Tomahawk's definitely got his place in Grown Up Gaming. He's definitely a solid member of the team that you wanted there. So it was really nice to see that rocket come out from him to just remind the team, hey guys, I'm still here. So even though
absolutely right, because in the previous game as well, Spect was the one who got these successful attack rounds, and he hasn't got one just yet.
Absolutely
so
lovely wall jump there.
Have one here. That was a lovely little jump.
Grabbed himself the high ground. High ground is really useful. Your body gets covered by the ground, but unfortunately Spec just didn't quite get the shots off there, and he just took out. Enemy rotated around onto him. They knew once he was up there, if he didn't get a kill and they all rotated people in, that was it. He was going to be now surrounded. So excellent.
I feel really bad for him right there, because it's the worst feeling in the world when you make the successful rotation, you manage to make the defenders expose themselves, and an open shot is available, and then some reason you just miss it by 4 centimeters. That is the worst feeling in the world, because your tactics were correct, you just couldn't execute it. So, but that's what happened to Shino just there. So Payne is attacking right now, 7 centimeter miss.
He got quite close to that other defender there. So
he certainly did. He's very brave, isn't he?
I think lovely shot on Idro. So Idro just popped his head out for a half a second there, and that was all Payne needed to go, right, that's my shot. He took advantage of that. Oh, excellent play by Grown Up Gaming. They saw that Payne had missed that shot, and then they just all charged in. We had to rotate around, knowing they needed to defend that pole as the time was coming up. So
that was this textbook defense. They charged in, they did the first rocket, bounced him up, and then the second was a rocket from each of them hitting him pretty much the same time. So nothing he could do. You can't control yourself once you get bounced up if a rocket explodes on the floor nearby.
So Tomahawk, he got the original attack round for his team, Grown Up Gaming. So if he can bring an attack round, he can really potentially win this with another defending round then. So it is a lot of pressure on Tomahawk. Definitely got the capacity to do it, so can he do it? He tried to compete with that Shino there, and Shino just said, nope, you're not having it. He just shot. We've got everybody rotating around now onto him.
So the pressure from Payne. What an aggressive defender.
Excellent pressure. They all rotated around. They knew once he lost those shots, every time he shoots, more defenders get closer to him. So every missed shot isn't just a shot that you've not killed a defender, but it's also a defender getting closer to kill you. So
absolutely right. As soon as you fire your laser without killing someone, you're open. And that's when the defenders need to make their move, and that's exactly what they did just then. So Shino narrowly missing that shot over the wall there. Rocket's flying exactly where he wants to go though. That was a nice wall jump, getting up there quickly. He missed his laser though, unfortunately. Again, he got the successful rotation. His plan was correct, but he didn't manage to pull the trigger whilst the crosshair was over the enemy's face. So trying to just do some kind of flick shot right there. He's still on 3 armor though. He's running out of time, but his shape is still quite good. Oh, but there it is, the first hit from Idro. He needs to back off slightly. There's the second as well. If he can keep the defenders off. There's one defender down. He's only got 1 armor left though. 4 centimeter miss there. He needs to pick up another one without taking a rocket to the face. What can he do? He gets the rotation, but no, can't quite pick up the pixel shot. 5 seconds left, and there it is. Spec getting the final rocket, eliminating Shino, and it is now 11-11. Grow Up Gaming, Idro is on the attack. Wow. Do you think he can make it this round?
Maybe that's the floor, Idro. That's not the enemy. I don't know. It's not voting too well.
I make that mistake all the time, dude.
So, in that last round, we saw some really nice defensive play from them. So maybe Idro can put all that effort into more of an attack round and hopefully bring his team back into this game. Oh, seen him trying to get that Shano out of there. Really want to just get that guy, because excellent shot through that archway. So he's really just picking up any opportunity he can. Any vulnerable player, he's just going for it. So you can see him trying to get that little small shot, tiniest gap, and he's just looking for that opportunity to really get in there. He's cut down to 1 armor because he's taken so many shots, but he's really trying to play this. He's really just going for it. They've all pushed out and they've gone in, and there we go. Advantage to Mysterious Monkeys, because the so we see Mysterious Monkeys, all they need is an attack round.
Yeah, and I can put the nail in the coffin right here. So that defense started by Pain pushing out and actually taking a really unorthodox defensive position just on the wall to the side without really much cover at all. But it worked. He managed to get the first rocket, and that started the downfall of the enemy player. So let's see what Gyatna can do. Oh, and he catches Idro's rocket again. Idro is on fire with these defensive rockets from behind that wall. He must have played that position so many times. I don't like him turning around here without looking to see if there's rockets, but onto this. Going to get some high ground. Not a bad idea. Unfortunately, not enough stamina to make the jump. He's feeling pretty angry with himself right now. What can he do here? If he can hold the defenders away from the pole long enough, he can just get the capture at the last second. But firing that laser now, that lets them come in. So that is exactly what he didn't want to do, unfortunately. Down to 2 armor. Can he escape from this corner?
Dodging and saves them out of rockets, and he's going to the pole. The pole capture, although he did get taken out there by Tomahawk. So we still see it. Anybody's game now. Anybody that get the attacking round, they just need an attacking round on Monkeys, or Grow Up Gaming need an attacking round and a defensive round. So technically, it's advantage to Monkeys at the moment, just because they went first in the attack round.
Yeah. You are correct, sir. Spect.
Just shooting some rockets, letting off
some rockets. Look, there's Pain again in that weird position. I've never seen anyone use that before, but and you saw after he got the successful rocket last time.
He's just baiting shots out. He's just running in vulnerable positions, going, "Come on, shoot me!" And just Spec couldn't quite get the shots off.
How are you supposed to resist that though? It's such a vulnerable position. You're gonna pull the trigger, whoever you are. And yeah, I don't really. I'm sure if I tried to do that, I would have died. But Gyatna is down. Spect has the first attacker down. What can he do? Pain is putting the pressure on right here behind this wall. Oh, and Shino tries to dive. He gets the second rocket is done from Pain, but Shino is down.
Oh, he got the shot.
Pain is down.
Did take a rocket, but he'd already killed the defender, so he got that attack round. So this is everything that they're playing for now. Monkeys needs this round. If they do not get this round, they lose this game.
Absolutely right. If Pain doesn't... Oh, the pressure on his shoulders right now. 12 to 13.
Pain is
7
currently the
centimeters
MVP.
from there.
Pain with 17 defensive rockets. He's MVP for his team. He's also got an attack round, so hopefully he can bring his team back in.
I really wanted to do it, just because of how intense it would be then. Oh, and he got that rotation, but couldn't pull the trigger. Doing some funny little jumps in the archway. And the defenders now are being very conservative indeed. They aren't showing the aggressive pushes that Monkeys were. He's going to go straight through this archway. Oh, he gets the rotation again, but doesn't get the shot. So infuriating in his position. Oh, and there's the first rocket. He catches the second one from Idro. He gets Idro though in return, but there it is, the third
Unlucky.
rocket.
There we go.
And that is good game. Grow Up Gaming take map 1. Wow, that was intense, Xeiom. That was so intense.
That was I felt the pain, and I'm sure Pain felt it himself. He was just sitting there going, so close. All those shots, he had targets in those shots, and he didn't either miss them or they just about managed to get out of them. So really, really close the entire way through that attacking round. So it was really nice stuff to see. You see this game's a lot closer. These guys are a lot more matched for skill on these maps than we've seen in the previous game.
Exactly, yeah.
So it's a lot more intense. And
so we don't know for sure if
for.
In the previous games of AAA, maybe Grow Up Gaming were just
I
could have just had an off game. Who really knows what is happening there? Because that was a bit of a walkover, but they're certainly showing what they're made of right here. So let's see what Pain can do. Gonna charge up the middle.
Pain's their first attacker now, so he's probably really angry, as he has been for the last few games, taking up.
I think he wants to bring the Pain right here. Yeah, he's such an aggressive player, but he gets away with it. If I did half the things that he does, I would be punished so badly for it. So tries the same rotation that AAA did on these guys, but doesn't manage to get the pickup. So that's really unfortunate. He wasn't moving quite as fast as the AAA player did. And
got Tomahawk back in that cage. He likes that cage. He did really well with it last time. Hopefully it'll serve him just as well this time.
Pain down to 1 armor now. He's taking 2 hits, and there's the final one from Spect. So Grow Up Gaming do the first successful defensive round. Let's see what Spect can do in attack. So you have to put in money on it. Who do you think is going to win this?
I'm not allowed to put money on it. That's one of the...
Alright, put
my Pokemon cards on it. I don't know if I can put...
Oh, there's a shot.
Excellent pre-fire there. So that would have been good team coordination. The guy at the back would have been calling, right, he's coming in now, and then we've seen Payne go, right, I'm going to shoot now, because there was no rockets before he got into that position. They only arrived as he arrived there, so they got nice team coordination there on Monkeys. Hopefully that'll pay off, because this map, team coordination really is the deciding factor on this map. You've got to rotate your players around, you've got to get them into the right positions. Nice move, unable to quite get that shot off, but he did do a nice move. He did get that shot off there, so he's got 2v1, but he's only got one armor to get. Lovely small jump. Payne just popping his head up, kind of knowing that as long as he gets that shot, even if he does get shot, he's gonna secure that round for his team.
Yeah. Because his teammate was still alive, so that was a really tough position, because you take the high ground there and you have advantage. However, if you aren't going to get the shots and you need to capture the pole, that means you have to drop down, and as you're dropping down, you are pretty much a sitting, flying, floating duck, an open target for the defenders to take you out. So it's a really difficult trade-off between getting the attacker's height advantage and then taking the disadvantage as you drop. So Shino with 3 armor, still in pretty good shape, 17 seconds left. He's going to try and get this rotation. No, he fakes out onto the rail, then comes back. He really wants to take out this defender, and he gets that shot, fixes the frag. Tomahawk is down, still on 3 armor. That was such a good trade for Shino. Well, it wasn't even a trade at all, it was a free giveaway. And narrowly missing that rotation as well. What can he do? Is he going to focus on Spect? Yes, he is. Taking him down, 3 armor.
Calm now. He knows he can tank those rockets.
There it is.
He just, as soon as he saw that he got 2 down and he knew he had that 3 armor, he just walked in there. He didn't even really look at the defender. He didn't even really try to dodge. He just sort of knew, as long as he doesn't hit me too well, that I'm just going to be able to get this round, and he did. So they've secured an extra round there. So really good work by Shino.
And he's going to be feeling so good about himself right there. That's the trick, though. If you can stay on 3 armor throughout the whole match without having to do inefficient trades, then you can you're in such a much better position, because you can just walk onto the pole at the end and hopefully capture it, even if you get shot.
Yeah, as the opposite of Spect, who was on 1 health. Oh, Tomahawk just trying to get the rockets, not quite shooting fast enough to hit all the rockets. He tanked.
I think he thought there was only 1, so.
Potentially.
Oh, and Shino finishing him off. Shino on form right now, 2 defensive rockets there and the successful attack. Gyatna back in the attacking seat here. Let's see what he can do. He had a pretty lackluster game in the last one, but I know for a fact that he can bring out the pain when he needs to.
Well, we see Grown Up Gaming, they won the last one, and now Monkeys are in the lead, so we're not sure whether or not this really could go any way, and we could be seeing a best of 3 go into the 3rd round. So.
I sure hope we do, though.
Going up, absolutely lovely position here. It's quite difficult to get to, but once you get up there, you've got the high ground, which is really what you want if you can get it.
Oh, that rotation! Very nice try by Gyatna, and he managed to go through the air without taking a shot from the laser pad as well. So this defender's really annoying him right here, flanking him, and he just can't get the pick, and he's hiding.
As soon as he lost that shot, enemy defenders rotate in because they know, right, shots down, get him.
And he misses this one as well. It's not looking great for Gyatna.
Oh my god, he's just gonna go, he's charging in and capture the pole last second. Excellent work from Ghana.
Gyatna showing us how it's done. You don't even need an accuracy, you just need to run.
We see 2 attack rounds on Monkey, and this is not looking good for Grown Up Gaming. That's the last thing they needed, was a perfectly successful round to go to just somebody charging the pole.
That's gotta feel so bad. I'd be really annoyed if I were them. You stopped all his lasers, you managed to hide from him and not get taken out for the whole match, but then they just missed the timer maybe, I don't know what they did, but they weren't on the pole at the last second, and Gyatna was. So Idra will be very hungry to get some recompense right here. What can he do? He can narrowly miss a shot, that's what he can do for the first thing, but he's going to try and rotate. They know exactly where he is, the sneaky route here. Oh, what a lovely rotation on Payne though.
Dodged the rockets as well, so he didn't trade at all. He just turned around, shot him, and carried on casually.
Exactly, and that is how you need to play this game. What can he do here? The pole is now open. Can he take out that defender? No, it was a predictable movement, and then the defender stopped. Oh, that's a dangerous jump to make. Can he do this? No, he cannot. Shino with the 2 rockets, Gyatna with the final one. Idro is down, and Monkeys are now leading 5-1. It's looking like a completely different game from it was on Rust, Xeiom.
Yeah, so we saw earlier Grown Up Gaming, they didn't do too well on this map, and I think maybe this is one of like a very few amount of maps that they're not too comfortable on. we saw them play on this and Spitfire and they didn't do so well, but on the last map they did excellently. So it just goes to show how much maps play a part in how well your team does. Maybe they've not practiced particularly a large amount on certain maps. Maybe this one's one of their weaker maps, and then they've been unfortunate enough to be forced onto one of their weaker maps. And
yeah, they should really veto out their worst maps, so they've got to be kind of confident on it. But like, this is one of the maps I've played most of all, and I think it's my least successful attacking map. So who knows? They could just be not very strong in it. So Payne now down to 1 armor, managing to escape with his life though. Ooh, I don't think he should have jumped up by there with these defenders right here. 9 seconds left until he can capture the pole. What can he do?
Absolutely crazy rocket dodging the entire time there, but ultimately he did tank those rockets and he didn't get those shots on those players, so he did go down.
Yeah, and if you make a giant wall jump like he did at the end there, that is, you know, they're going to take you out. You're telegraphing exactly where you're going to go, and then the defenders are able to have rockets waiting for you before you land. So what can Spec do now? Can he get the first attack?
Just shooting rockets out of the air. He was obviously aiming for players at that beginning first shot, but he's just only hitting these rockets as the enemy team have pre-fired so well, just covering that area with rockets and also trying to get hits on him.
I really like that little move up onto that minuscule little ledge. I saw Payne do it in the last round as well, and that enables them to jump up and just get a bit more height advantage on the defender who's up behind the walls up here. Unfortunately, it didn't pay off, and Shino in fact gets the first rocket down. So Spec now is going to try and jump up onto this block, and he successfully gets the jump. He gets to the high ground again.
Just about misses that shot on Gartner.
Oh, he's just going to go for the capture.
Oh, he's just gone for the capture and he's gone through.
Is.
Same tactics that Monkeys used against Grown Up, and it's just worked perfectly for Spect. Maybe this is the secret of this map for them. They're just going to charge the pole from now on, but that's not the first time that we've seen a charge just take that pole, even though
I like that move though, because yeah, I think was it Payne was behind the pole in the right position. Unfortunately, he just popped out a bit too much. And the attacker Spec went down in the same movement, took the player out, and it was good that he shot his laser so early because it meant it recharged very quickly just in case he needed to take another shot. But fortunately he didn't, and he got the successful capture in a few seconds. So very good, well done to him. So Shino now making his way around the sneaky, rotating back. I think he's quite wary in case
nice
there's a
open
defender on
shot
the rail pad.
Didn't quite get it.
Oh no, there isn't a defender on the rail pad, but they are all around this pole. Oh, and there's an open shot, but unfortunately he doesn't manage to pick up. Trying to go for a little rotation. There it is. He shoots Tomahawk in the foot. Very nicely done. He has been tomahawked. Shino with 3 armor. No, down to 2 armor now. Gets the second defender. What can he do? Idro is down. There is only Spect remaining. Can he get the successful capture? Yes, he can. 100%. 2 armor points remaining. And
second attack round from Shino.
Second attack round from Shino. So suddenly, Monkey is looking very much in control right here.
Even though they lost
Grub Gaming had that successful attack round, which maybe could have given them the impetus to continue and do a walkover, but no. Shino taking it straight back. 6-3 game Tomahawk.
He's just trying to pick off any little shots that he can at the moment. He's got plenty of time, so he can afford to take those long shots, even though they're a bit more risky. You're not necessarily going to get them all just because of the way players move at such a long distance. But it's definitely worth a shot if you think you can potentially pick off a player. So, rotating in and on that cage defender. Tomahawk, as the cage defender for his team, probably knows just when that guy's going to be vulnerable, so he's really trying to use that knowledge to his advantage. Oh, unfortunately, he's got rotated on by Gartner and took that hit from Shino as well, so that he ultimately went down there. Not
trying for the same tactic though, taking out the defender and going straight for the capture, but yeah, unfortunately, defender was rating right behind him and took him out before he could get close. So Gyatna now hungry for another attack round. He got the one last time, but he didn't manage to get any kills. So I think he's going to be trying to hope to just get nice 3 neat, easy pickups and get his confidence back again.
You see those wall jumps coming out quite often because they're low risk. You just jump up there, you potentially see somebody, potentially take a shot. If you don't, chances are they're not going to be able to hit you just because the angle you're trying to jump at.
And Spec gets 1 rocket. Gyatna is down to 2 armor right here. And oh, there was an open shot on Spec, but he didn't manage to capitalize on it. And then the third one from Idro. Gyatna down 7-4. Idro is now attacking. And what can he do? He has not yet got a successful attack round on this map.
I don't think Monkeys are worrying at the moment because they are up by another two attack rounds on top of Grown Up Gaming. So this
That's
game
correct,
is sort
yeah.
of firmly in their hands. They just need to wait it out, not give any more attack rounds away. So if these defending rounds continue to go as they have been going for Monkey, then it looks like we'll be going on to a third game.
Yeah, you'll notice in the last game where it was very close, there was Payne was being extremely aggressive and taking a lot of risks because he needed something to happen. But right here that they're in the lead, he's not doing that. They're just being conservative, trying to stay alive and playing it by the book. And that is exactly the right approach they need to make if they wanted to win this. So Idro now, he does take out Payne, however...
Surprise! Jumps out. So Payne, he's one of the more offensive players. He likes to do the jumping out and the getting the crazy shots, and he, as you saw then, made himself really vulnerable, but he got that double hit. So it was excellent play, weighing up the risks and rewards and utilizing that.
Yeah, it feels though like he's got a lot of pent-up anger. I'm wondering maybe it's because I've smashed him at Joust so many times that he's. You know... But he is bringing the pain, as we can see. He's got no successful attack rounds, but he wants to bring the pain, is what I was going to say. He's got 5 rockets though. What can he do? Is the defender on the laser pad? He needs to be careful in case.
It's worth noting that if he gets this attack round, they win this map. So
absolutely.
Excellent rotation. He just mid-air turned around, shot that player, and just continued going.
He gets a
double
second
kill.
player.
So if he gets this last
kill, he takes 1 rocket though. He can get
he
this
captures
capture.
the
Yes,
pole.
he can.
There we go.
100%. Tomahawk has hit him once, but that is not enough. Good game, Mysterious Monkeys. 1-1. Suddenly, Simon, this is a best of 3, and I'm really enjoying this so far.
So yeah, we're going on now to the best of 3. It's going to be really... We're just going to see. I'm not sure what map that we're going to next. Is it Spitfire? Grown Up Gaming didn't do too well on Spitfire in their last match, so hopefully these guys they'll do a bit better against Monkey.
Absolutely. And can I just say as well, I think it's really nice. There's the good game, and there's the have fun. There's such good sportsmanship. I know for a fact I've met some of the Grow Up Gaming guys in real life, and I've spent a lot of time in TeamSpeak with the Monkeys guys, and I know for a fact that they're all really cool guys. They're really nice people, so it's really tough for me to decide who I personally would like to win this. So I'm just going to have to leave it up to the team who deserves it most. Let's see what can happen. Payne in the attack round for the 3rd best of 3 match in this group stage for Monkeys versus Grow Up Gaming, the ESWC. Payne is on the attack for Monkeys. Let's see what he can do here.
Didn't quite jump on that fence that first time. Again, back shooting at that back hill. They know that's the most vulnerable player. It's going to be the easiest to kill. So unfortunately, Payne took a rocket shot because he's got.
This is a risky jump. Oh, okay, he didn't go for it. I was really scared there. The defender on the top could have just double tapped him straight away there. That could have been, but he didn't go all the way up like I thought he was going to. So Payne now down to 1 armor, as we said, but trying to get this. Oh, he's up with Spect. Spect's going to push out all or nothing.
Dodging all those rockets, absolutely crazy, but unfortunately.
Yeah, Spect dropped straight down to the rail pad, which let him fire again instantly because he did to charge, and then
we saw the
shot from Idro.
We would have seen the was it up the top? Idro. We saw it.
Spect was at the top.
Spect, yeah. Spect would have been able to ping Payne, so Payne would have been visible to Idro. So that's how Idro got that side rocket off with such ease, because he could just see the name tag coming out.
Absolutely, so. Yeah. He knew he was coming before. Yeah. So Spect now trying to get a pickup on Shino. No luck so far. He did get oh, that was a close one. I thought that was going to hit.
Still back at that back hill there. That's still the most vulnerable spot on the map. Everybody seems to know it. They're all going for that player. Shino come out into a slightly more offensive position there. I'm not really sure why he's done that, but everybody's rotating in. The timer's coming down. They've all rotated in. They've got really close to Spect, and he's just both dodged things, and they've all. Oh, he's managed to kill other people. Third shot.
That
excellent.
Was amazing flick.
So, Grown Up Gaming get that attack round. Excellent play by Spect. He got so close to getting collapsed on then, and he just kept his cool, and he kept those shots coming. And that's
Do you know how difficult it is to keep your composure in that situation when you're 1-1 in the esports World Cup. That was insane composure from Spect. I really respect that he managed to get those shots. Well done to him. Toshino now trying to get his revenge. It is currently 2-0 to Grow Up Gaming.
Oh,
there's the first
shot.
hit though. He has taken a damage from Idro, but he took out Tomahawk in revenge, and Idro is hiding right behind the spawn. Shino just trying to make some kind of rotation 15 seconds before he can capture the pole, and Spect is on the rail pad right now, so Shino can't come out and do anything too crazy, otherwise Shino's going to pick him off with absolute ease. Going to have to rotate, maybe take a risk and go in. No, he did not want to join Idro in there because Idro has more rockets than Shino has lasers, and he's just going to go for the capture right now. He kept Idro off it long enough. Can he get this? 56.
Oh my, he actually died.
Shino, you pole dancer, that was incredible. So what a good tactic, keeping Idro hidden into the he kept Idro hidden into the defender spawn just so long enough that Idro didn't realize the timer had gone down, and then he couldn't rush out even after he realized it had, because, you know, Shino might have taken him out. So it was one-on-one essentially. That was a really nice way of zoning out the defender and making the situation better for yourself. So well done to Shino. Congratulations, you deserved that attack.
Managed to rotate around onto the pole very nicely when
absolutely,
when Shino failed to get that laser on Idro.
Yeah. So 10 centimeter miss on the pole for Tomahawk. On the pole, excuse me, on the hill. Gärtner drops down to the laser pad and gets the first hit, and he's now off the laser pad, rotating around the... Oh, I thought there was an open shot, but Tomahawk was too busy with his obstacles. And rockets flying every which way, Payne jumping up like a crazy person, didn't manage to get a shot, but Shino did, and then Gärtner finished up with the final one. 2-2, it is game on right here.
We see Payne still doing those shots, still going for those crazy jump shots, making sort of surprise hits on his opponents, or just distract him long enough that his teammates can come in and get those defensive rockets. But he's not overly aggressive, he's doing them at the right times to actually get his team those defensive points that they need to win those rounds.
Exactly, and even though he didn't get the...
Oh, lovely long shot there, 59.4 meters, over, through a tree leaf, I don't know whether or not.
Oh. Yeah, that's 2 now. It's just Gärtner versus Idro, 3 armors left. Gärtner is in pole position.
He doesn't have to go anywhere now. He can just hold over by the pole. He doesn't have to shoot.
Need to fire his laser. He can just keep Idro.
Oh, lovely flick shot.
God,
well, he got shit. He managed to get that flick shot before he got hit as well. So extra rep points to Gärtner for doing that lovely flick shot there.
That was insane. That was so good. I would have played that differently, and I would have played it wrong. I would have just... I would have held the laser to keep Idro from moving, but Idro made his way out of the defensive spawn, and he did it very quickly that I wouldn't have been able to catch him, I don't think, but Gärtner certainly could, so that was so impressive. These players are far better than you and I right here, Xeiom.
We saw Idro knew that he was stuck there. He knew he needed to make a play, so he really did do the best thing he could. It was just unfortunate for him that Gärtner
could have worked on a less play than Gärtner, so...
Oh, absolutely. Payne coming around, aggressive hits there. So you see Payne, he likes to charge people down when he gets into that close range, especially if his team's there to back him up. I think Monkey's team coordination's quite good. They know when they're going to attack, they know how to support each other. They keep those pings up as well.
Absolutely. So 5 centimeter miss there from Payne. Not too bad at all. Oh, and that defender Spec was very vulnerable for a second, but he didn't manage to get him, and now he's rotated back to a safe position. Payne trying to keep the defenders guessing, moving back and forth, doing wall jumps, and he picks up Spec finally, and he picks up Tomahawk. He's now on 3 health. This is exactly the same position he was Gärtner was in the last round. What's he going to do against Idro? Idro is stuck in this horrible spawn position again, unless Payne misses a shot. There it is. Now Idro can push out and hold his pole slightly, but it doesn't matter. Payne with the shot around the pole. Apparently, he can bend lasers, Xeiom. That's what I saw.
I'm pretty sure that's standard. That comes. Didn't they teach you that? You play the tutorial, no?
I didn't. I missed out the tutorial.
Is that what it tutorial it teaches you how to bend lasers. I'm surprised people just ignore the tutorial.
So Spec now, see what he can do in this attack round. It's 5-2 for the Monkeys. Again, they're in the lead by 2 attack rounds. Spec really wants this. What can he do? Blocking some rockets, hoping for a fake, and there it is. Shino getting a lovely headshot on him, who's hiding behind that hill. So Spec now can either choose to focus on Gärtner up there or Payne in the spawn. Gärtner drops down to the rail and then drops down past it. Doesn't manage to get the shot, even though he had the open rotation. That was really unfortunate for Spec, but the pressure's on him right now. He's got 3 armor, he's got 2 armor. Payne gets the first shot. Payne pushing out aggressively. Gärtner holding the pull. Payne is taken out. Gärtner's invulnerable. Can he get taken out? Oh, Spec is holding his laser. Gärtner gets 1 rocket. Gärtner gets the 2nd rocket. Spec is out. Oh wow, that was so exciting.
That was incredibly tense there. Spec had a shot, he held his laser because he thought, no, he's going to dodge, he's going to do a rocket jump or something, and no, he didn't, and he just ultimately ended up losing to a double tap then.
That was such an intense situation. Like Spec, he had the laser and he didn't fire it, but that was the right decision, because if he missed that shot, then he would have definitely been had lost the round. So it was a really tough situation for both players. Gärtner held his nerve. Spec blinked first, and that's what happened, and then he's out. So Shino's taken 2 damage already, but he's taken down Spec. So there's just Idro and Tomahawk left. Idro in the spawn, Tomahawk on the hill. 1 armor, 2 defenders, not an easy situation at all to be in. What can he do? Oh, he doesn't manage to get that shot. Idro charging out right here, using the sprint pad on the floor to get his laser to recharge slightly faster, as well as get nice rotations. Unfortunately missing that by a few millimeters. That looked so close to me. Gets a shot on the foot of Tomahawk. I didn't even see that as an open shot, but there it is, the 3rd shot, taking Idro. Shino, what a monster. Where did these shots come from?
Absolutely, we see the points at just massive differences right now, so it's not looking good for Grown Up Gaming. It looks like Grown Up Gaming really need to pull out all the stops now to just try and win this match, because they did win that first map, but this is really the last part for them, because they've lost most of their other matches in the tournament, so this is kind of their final stand, and it's looking a bit grim for them at the moment.
Exactly, yeah. If they don't win this, then they'll come 4th in their group, which isn't a good feeling. So 1 rocket has been connected from Gärtner already. Tomahawk trying to rotate onto him, no such luck just there. Missing the shot on Payne, who's pushing out aggressively right now. Look how confident he's being. He doesn't even mind. They've got 3 attack rounds in the lead. He's happy to just play it like a public match almost. And there it is, 8-2.
This is 1 more round in it, and if Grown Up Gaming don't successfully defend this round, that is it. They will lose this matchup. They become 4th in their group stage.
That will be all she wrote, or should I say all Shino wrote.
Oh.
So Gärtner making
I don't
his
think you
attack.
should say those things.
I shouldn't say anything. Ever. Who let me do this? These guys are idiots. So Gärtner making his attack, pushing through the middle.
They're gonna clip that off.
11 centimeters. I'm gonna be in trouble. 11 centimeters there. Trying to get the rotation, doesn't quite manage to. Luckily, and again a 46 centimeter miss. But the Grow Up Gaming guys really need to not get picked off in this situation. They need to stay alive and win this defensive round, otherwise that is it. Pushing out slightly aggressively and then rotating back. Okay, so they're ready, they're on the pole, they've taken 1 damage down, 2 damage down to Gärtner, and then there's the 3rd. Successfully defended, holding on by the skin of their teeth, but they are holding for now. Let's see what Idro can do in this attack, Xeiom. He doesn't yet have a successful attack round in this map.
Just casually going down that slippy slide. I don't think he's worried. He's not bothered.
He's gonna just do it. No sweat. No sweat at all.
One of 2 things has happened. Either he's confident that he can just bring this back, or he's already given up and decided I just want to go home and leave France.
Oh, unfortunately, like that defensive position. That's not a defensive position, Payne. What are you doing? Crazy aggression.
Knowing they're up so much, they're just all rushing him down.
Yeah, and there it is. 9-3. Good game. Mysterious Monkeys defeat Grow Up Gaming and take 3rd place in their group stage.
You saw them leave the server really quickly. I think it got to a point where they'd already sort of accepted their defeat.
They've had enough, yeah. And I don't blame them, to be honest. It's not a nice situation to be in when you've lost all of your matches. So a small victory for Mysterious Monkeys. I don't think they're going to be going through to the bracket stages. However, they'll be able to say we went to ESWC and we won some matches. So, that's always a good feeling.
So what match are we covering next?
So next, it looks like the next match will be on at actually 8:30 1 UK time.
which is
So
in
that would
France
be,
time.
yeah, and we're going to be spectating Avant-Garde versus 43. So that is a Australian, well, what's the area? Australia type area versus Spain. So that should be a pretty interesting match. So check back with us then. That would be at 1:30 UK time. I have been Zechs. I'm with the lovely, gorgeous Xeiom. This is the ESWC Shootmania, and we'll be back at 1:30. Thanks for watching,
Thank you
guys.
very much
Stay
for watching,
sexy.
guys.